Hey guys, Joester here. So a few months ago, I did a video on the JMGO O1 Ultra Shorter projector. Now this is a 1080p LED projector rated at 800 ANSI lumens, HDR support, built-in speakers powered by Dynaudio, low latency mode for gaming, HDMI with ARC support. I mean, it has features that only premium projectors offer at twice as much the cost. So this projector is available right now on Amazon for $1,100, but there's a coupon for $363 discount. So that brings down the price to around $736. That's a huge discount. So take advantage while it lasts. So recently there was a big update on the Projector operating system. They also added the companion app. So in this video, I'm going to show you the retail version features this projector has. So let's get right into this video, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so let me show you how the menus have changed. I'm also going to show you the app, the application, the companion they call it, and some other details that they have added to this projector. So first of all, let's go into the menus real quick, because previously most of these menus were in Chinese, so some of the settings I couldn't understand. So here we have the network. Of course, we have Bluetooth as well. You can use wireless, you can use your Ethernet, you can use it as a personal hotspot, and also the Bluetooth connection, just in case if you want to connect other devices, like maybe like a Bluetooth speaker. You can do that from here. Here, this is source signal. You can change from different HDMI ports. Also, we have HDMI CEC, which is very cool because you can control other devices. For example, if you connect your Fire Stick, you can control it with the same remote controller from the projector, which is very useful. That way you don't have to deal with more controllers. Here we have color range and startup source. Here you can, for example, choose which port you want to use to start up the projector. Right now I'm using local, which is start with the local operating system. I'm going to show you how it looks. So here we have the audio settings. You can choose from use the speakers from the projector, or you can also use HDMI ARC if you have. This projector has ARC support, so if you have a sound system or maybe a soundbar, you can use that as well. I think this is very useful if you want to connect your sound system. If you're using the internal speakers, these are also very, very good too. I mean, for such a small projector, I was surprised with the speakers. If you want to see my full review on this projector, check out the previous video. I'm going to leave a link right here on top. I tested the audio and everything. You can use different audio modes: standard, music, cinema, sports. I like it a lot. Let's go back real quick. Projector settings. I remember on my previous video, most of these settings were in Chinese and I couldn't understand. Here we have the eye protection mode, which turns or lowers down the beam light. That way it protects your eyes from getting damaged. Brightness, we have high brightness. I use high brightness. Balance, I feel like I lose a lot of detail. Now pretty much it gets really, really dim compared to high brightness. And one thing I like about this is that the fans, they don't get loud with brighter picture. So I like that. So let's go to auto keystone correction. This is just the picture. The display will retain a square structure in real time. This is very useful, but what I find it more useful is the manual keystone correction. This is very, very useful. I like it. This is a 4-point keystone correction. You can just adjust the picture really quick, just in case if you need to make these final touches, right? If you don't have it aligned perfectly with your screen, this is very, very useful. Some other projectors offer an 8-point keystone correction, which is even more detailed, but this is fine. It's super easy to use. Intelligent image flattening. Yes, so this is when the image is distorted. This will correct the image, but you need to use the application for this. I'm going to show you a little bit more with the app. Digital zoom. This is, of course, if you want to make the image smaller or if you want to make it larger. I'm using the largest size possible. It looks great. Autofocus. This is perfect because this will display your image the sharpest way possible. Okay, so it is automatic, which is even better. You can also make calibration on the autofocus if you want to do that. Aspect ratio, you can choose from 16:9 or 4:3. Of course, I don't want to use that. 16:9 is the way to go. And here we have projector mode. You can choose either frontal, rear, front ceiling, or rear ceiling. All right, so let's continue here. We had video settings. I remember I couldn't understand most of this because we're in Chinese as well. Image mode, we have standard mode, and then you have also office mode, which I feel like I lose color vibrancy. I don't know. I feel like standard looks the best. Look at that. It's very colorful. I like it. Bright colored. This looks a little bit too saturated for my taste. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I feel like standard looks more balanced. This is nice too. Honestly, this is nice too. This is really bad, but I feel I still like standard. Now, if you don't like either one of those choices, you can go to user and you have plenty of options here. You can adjust the brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, and sharpness. So yes, I mean, you have plenty of options, but I'm just gonna leave it in standard for now. All right, let's go back over here. Noise reduction, image noise reduction, we have that option too. Usually this works great with lower resolution content, but honestly I don't see any big difference from here even if I turn it off. So I'm just gonna leave it in medium. Low latency mode, this is great for gaming. I'm going to connect my PlayStation 5 in just a little bit and I want to see how the input lag is. Motion compensation, this is in medium. Honestly, this I haven't noticed any difference, but I think it works better when you have an HDMI device connected to this projector. Right now I'm using the built-in YouTube app, which I mean it works great. I haven't had any issues. The only problem I have is I couldn't sign in with my account. So just in case if something like that happens to you guys, you can always use a Fire Stick. I highly recommend to use a Fire Stick with this projector. HDR, just in case if you have HDR content, you can leave this in automatic or just switch it off if you don't want to. I have it off. I'm not using HDR right now. Color temperature is on standard. You have option of warm. Oh wow, actually warm looks better. This is cool, cold, standard, warm. I feel like warm has a better tone. I don't know, I kind of like it. I'm just gonna leave it in warm right now. And wall color calibration, if you want to calibrate that, I'm using an ALR screen, which is usually like gray. Yeah, so I don't need to make those adjustments, but if you have a white wall, it should be fine, or a white screen. Advanced settings, we have more of, for example, for the fan, I leave this in automatic. You can actually have a full speed, but it gets louder. Honestly, this projector is very quiet and I like it like this. I don't feel the need to change that. Indicator control, time shutdown. This is very useful just in case if you want the projector to shut down a specific time. This is super useful. This is kind of like the sleeper for TVs. You can have this as well. That is super useful. And then companion mode. Alright guys, so now let's go into the companion app. It's called JMGO. It's super easy to find. Here, the app, pretty much the most useful thing that you can find in the app is the controller. So just in case if you lose your remote controller for any reason, you can control it from the application. You can go home. There you go. There you go. You can control pretty much almost everything. So another cool feature I like about the app is that when you connect your phone via Bluetooth and use the projector as a Bluetooth speaker, you have some kind of visualizer here. When you're playing music, then it shows right here. You can show the name of the song, right? And you have this option, or you can change that too. We have this one right here. Just go down. I like this one. It's pretty cool, right? But you have different options here. There's the ripple one. This one is just this, that's it. I like this one too. It's really cool. But when you're listening to your music, you also have this kind of visualization. So I don't know, it's really nice to see this on your background. And you can also go into the companion if you want. You can, whatever you have here on the app, you can display it if you want to. Press this button and there you go. You can have it in display. I think in the future you're going to have more options of, for example, you can apply themes as well. So that's pretty much the application. You also have the manual if you have this projector, or if you have the Pro edition, which hopefully I get to review that one. And also I did a review on the YouTube, which is the triple laser projector. I'm gonna leave a link right here on top so you guys can see my review on that. And that's pretty much it for the application. Alright, so now I connected my PlayStation 5, and one thing that I like is I can see a preview of what's happening on the HDMI port. For example, this is HDMI port number 2, and I can see my PlayStation 5, so I'm just gonna click on that, and then we can go to the full image right here, and look at that. It looks really, really awesome. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima, which is my favorite game. Oh my god, it's updating. Yes, I always get this updating. Let me start without the update. Every time I connect or I turn on my PlayStation, I feel like there's a new update. Alright guys, so I finally got to play my favorite game here on the PlayStation 5. And let me tell you, this looks amazing. Look at that. Even though this is a 1080p projector, I still think that it looks really, really good. And for gaming, oh man, the input lag, it's very low. I don't have any way to measure the input lag, but it is very responsive. I don't feel any lag at all. Let me go change real quick. Let me go show you the settings that I'm using. So obviously what I wanted to change first is to turn on low latency mode. So one thing I did notice is that the image gets a little bit darker when I use the low latency mode. This is what I switch it off, and I can feel the input lag. Yes, I can feel it like right away. I also see more blur. So that is the reason that we have that low latency mode. Let's see. There you have it. I really feel like if you want to connect your consoles, I'm using the PlayStation 5, but you can obviously connect the Xbox as well, or maybe the Nintendo Switch, and just play your games. This feels awesome. I like it. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and be ready to order your projector. I'm also looking forward to review the Pro edition, which is going to be, I feel like it's going to be better. I think it has a little bit more features and it's brighter. So leave a comment down below if you're excited for this projector. Also check out my other full video review for more detailed information if you want to learn more. But so far, this is the updated version. I think this is going to be the retail version that you will receive when you order this projector. Alright, I'm Joelster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Look at that. Joelster out. Nice.